Well, of course you would say that.
All right, here we go. Spawning in the top left location as our Blue Protoss, representing America, hailing from Team Root, it is State. And to the bottom right, he's probably one of Reddit's favorite players to win this tournament. Every time I go on our StarCraft, there's like something about DRG and his fedora, and
Yeah.
you know,
Euphoric DRG.
representing Korea, hailing from Team MVP, it is DRG. Dongray.
Wow, DRG sending an early drone scout. He's probably thinking, I can lose the 50 minerals or whatever of the drone. That should be mining instead. But I'd rather be safe and see what's going on and then react according to what I see.
What are the odds of him doing something kind of crazy? Like
Yeah, if he were an
proxy
ST,
hatch?
he would hatch
Hatch
in the
first,
natural.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
If somebody did that to me on ladder the other day. It
Oh.
wasn't a fun game.
Oh. I thought DRG was gonna make like a hatchery.
Oh, but
Oh,
State,
he's just waiting.
State's opening gateway, so
Yeah. I think DRG is waiting to see if a probe would scout his main, and if it does, it's probably a forge expand. But if it doesn't, then he's gonna. His drone's still just posturing outside the natural State, and now he's going. So I think he's gonna hatch first there. Wow, you're right.
but does that work against How do you feel about that against gateway opening? I mean,
Well, it'll depend on the experience or the decision making rather.
and also I'd imagine the follow up of DRG. Like, is DRG gonna go for a gas and then like maybe quick
I
speed
think he's
lanes?
just gonna do this to block the natural and take his own natural and play normally, but try to throw State out of the comfort zone. One of the most important things I feel is just playing to where your opponents aren't comfortable with.
State's not even really mining gas. He's got these two geysers, but he's only put 2 probes in one.
Yeah, he's gonna get a nasty surprise
The other
soon
geyser is empty. Yeah.
when he goes down the ramp.
This definitely seems like a build where he wants to drop a really quick Nexus, but you know,
Right.
there's gonna be a hatchery there. He is getting the Zealot, so that's good. It'll help him start chipping away at the hatchery,
Yeah.
but
Hatch.
it's gonna be a long time before State is able to drop a Nexus.
Yeah, and DRG went for a hatch gas pool, so that's pretty much the greatest thing he can do.
And yep, State sees the hatchery. And how's he gonna respond? He's dropping the pylon. That's cool.
Yeah, but the hatch is almost done, so there's really he can't stop it from
It's
going
like
up right
DRG.
now.
He's probably gonna like get a queen and start putting creep tumors everywhere too.
Maybe
right?
he'll try to start one,
We'll see.
but he's mining gas, so he can't
Here
really
comes the
afford too
Zealot.
much.
Well, he's got the minerals now.
Well, I mean, if he wants to keep making drones and queens at home with the speed, and by State's building placement or of the gateways in the natural, DRG is able to see the timing of the buildings.
Yep. And he is getting 1 forge and a 2nd gateway. Mothership core on the way as well. He is mining from both geysers, so we'll be interested to see whether he opts for an early upgrade out of this forge or
so
maybe he goes for a quicker attack.
But at home for DRG, he just started the queens. He just used that first hatchery for blocking. Instead of starting any units there or a queen, maybe he can start a Zergling to scout. That's really helpful because the larva's already there and larva can't be killed really.
Yep. And he could also, like, I guess, make them into Zerglings to kind of scout around if he wanted to. We do have a fast +1 coming out of State. State microing his Zealots, although he is going to take some heavy health damage on one of them.
Yeah.
Not too big a deal. DRG taking a 3rd base before State has taken his natural. Very bold move by the Zerg player.
And he makes the larva into lings.
Oh, but this pylon going down, DRG sees it almost immediately.
Yeah, he's
and
got to make some
10
units
lings
now
on the
just in
way.
case.
But you know, he's got speed is done. He's starting to pump lings out. I'm not sure there's anything State can do. I mean, +1
Wow, poor
attack is
State.
on the way, but it's
In
still
his natural, he's gonna lose the probe and the cannon.
Oh, yeah, and that's a gateway, and that upgrade's not going to finish. This
Uh-oh.
is not a good game for our Protoss player.
State has 3 zealots there, but reinforcing lings will
man.
easily kill it.
Unpowered Protoss buildings make me feel sad. Oh, and he's supply blocked, and now there's lings in his base.
And he got scouted on the tech
And
choice.
he got scouted on a tech choice, and his attack has been shut down. Mothership core coming in with photon overcharge, going to be shooing these lings away, but with DRG on 3 bases, I'm not really sure there's much State can do to recover in this game.
He's
but,
throwing a Dark Shrine out of desperation.
One behind Dark Shrine, bro.
Well, I've never heard of that one before.
You never heard of that? I just made
No.
it up.
Wow, you're
So,
a genius.
thank you.
Okay, so,
I'm copywriting that.
wow, State canceled the pylons, right?
Yeah, he did. He canceled his little pylon wall.
I don't know.
And now there's a bunch of Zerglings in his base.
Lings in your base now. Pylon in the Nexus.
Yep, and
Yeah.
Forge unpowered once again, so this upgrade is never going to finish. Dark Shrine, however, is about 2/3 complete. Does DRG have any detection? No, he doesn't even have a lair. So,
but I think the Lings are able to see. Yeah, there's no sentry. He's gonna see.
There's no pylon.
Or if he scouts where the Dark Shrine is.
Yeah, he sees it now.
Okay, yeah, so he's just gonna make a few spores and be like, I wonder what
He
he's gonna
can't
do.
kill that Dark Shrine, he just puts down a force field.
But just knowing it's one base Protoss and
Yeah.
the Dark Shrine, there's not much State can do at this point, unless DRG has a heart attack or something. Hopefully it doesn't.
This is why they need to buff DT, so they can
Well,
make one
they've
base Dark
already
Shrine
buffed DTs.
better. They buffed him again.
DT Shrine is like free.
It's not free. It's like the same as Aspire. Come on.
What? No, it's less than
How much
Aspire.
is Aspire?
200, 200.
It's 200, 200? Okay.
Yeah, really
Aspire's
expensive.
more expensive.
So State is trying to take his natural.
But
at
Dark
this
Shrine
point.
used to be more expensive than Aspire.
Well, it should be. The DTs are so good.
Mutalisk is so good.
What?
I would trade Dark Templar for Mutalisks any day of the week.
No, they're different kind of units. So State at this point is gonna get half in supply by his opponent, which means he's in a really, really bad spot. And DRG is gonna get up to 3 base saturation, while State is barely mining on 1 base, or he's mining on 1 base, but that's it. 1 base Protoss versus 3 base Zerg.
State going for charge, very interesting decision. Rebuilding his forge. Of course, the +1 ground attack upgrade never got an opportunity to finish.
Well, DRG's Roach run is getting completed. He's gonna make roaches and charge. Even if he had 3-3 at this point, it doesn't really matter. He's just not gonna have enough units.
Yep. And DRG, looking at the harvester count, he's already at 60, so he's at that prime saturation for that, that 3 base roach max.
Yeah, he can probably do
a few more
anything he
drones
wants
coming
to.
out.
If he wants to do something funny, but he's not gonna.
No. I think we'll just be seeing a lot of wings and roaches and then a dead State pretty soon. But who knows? Maybe State can pull something off. Dark Shrine is still around, although DRG is pretty aware of its existence. Charge about 2/3 of the way complete. However, he's only got 2 zealots and not really any minerals to make more zealots. So, it's a really tough position for State.
But State, I'm pretty sure he's not really happy with how this game went. His reaction to what DRG did in the start obviously wasn't the greatest because of how the game turned out. And I think it's the inexperience from State defending against this kind of early hatch spot.
Oh, he didn't really scout it.
Oh yeah, he didn't scout it either. That's not good.
He went for like this kind of greedy
Yes.
gateway expansion where like he doesn't scout. But he has an Archon, and if there's any Protoss unit that's really good against Zerglings, it'll be Archons. So it's got 3 kills already. Maybe some good force fields he'd be able to take out this group of Lings. But 9, 10, 11 Hydralisks on the way. A few
So
roaches on the map already.
State probably should. I don't know actually. He's still half in supply. DRG is even making a few static defense.
Zergling is trying to run in, however, State has successfully placed the Zealot. He's warping in a sentry in order to protect the Forge. We do have the Zealot Archon force moving in over the Roaches. The Hydralis is 2 Spine Crawlers finishing up. This is going to push State away and discourage any
At
attacks.
most, State is going to kill the 4th, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Ooh, force field going to be trapping his Zealot. Mothership Core almost getting caught a little bit out of position. And the sentry is going to have to do something. There you go, a few force fields going down. Mothership Core, I wish it would recall or something. It's kind of making me nervous, but I guess State's going to need the energy to survive.
Yeah, well, DRG's making Vipers now. So, yeah, just a few more minutes before DRG's army gets maxed and full of Viper energy.
Yeah,
if State
Vipers
is going to stay that long, that is. And then he's going to go for it. State has no answer whatsoever.
Yeah, 2 Vipers on the way. Still no 3rd base or anything that looks like a 3rd base coming out of State. Robotics facility on the way for State. And just now, State is sending a probe out to the third. However, that probe will be met by the Zergling, and the probe will unfortunately be chewed
Yep.
and picked at. But the army of State is in the area, so no, probe, go back. And he's dead. However, the main army of DRG is pressing forward. Mothership Corps kind of caught out of position here. State's army caught out of position.
Well, even if it was in position,
Yeah, there's
it's not going to be enough.
There's a lot of units here, but State does have quite a few sentries, so some well-placed force
They're just
fields
going to buy
might,
time.
yeah, might prolong
okay.
what seems inevitable. DRG is maxed out. State is at 98 supply.
Maxed out, and he has Templar or a Vipers. And just yank the Archons maybe, and then
I like how DRG controls his army so that it doesn't run past the rocks here.
yeah, of course DRG should be good with his control.
And here we go. Will DRG commit to this attack? Here come the Vipers.
Uh-oh.
2 Vipers. Here comes the flank. State's army surrounded. Force fields going down, trying their best to section off the army of the Zerg. But Blinding Cloud goes down, making all the ranged units of State effectively useless. And State GG's.
So just looking at the resource collection rate, we can see a huge difference. DRG was just miles ahead all game. All comes down to that early hatch block, which really threw State off and gave DRG the really big advantage.
Yeah, so good game. Game 1 of DRG versus State. DRG going up 1-0. We will be jumping into the next game shortly. But so yeah, do you think State has what it takes to get back into this?
Oh, we'll have to watch for ourselves after the commercial break.
All right, so we'll see you guys back in a few minutes.